Dear children, today I'm going to complete the last topic that was left in the previous video, that is net etiquettes from chapter number 7. This will also be included in UT3. Let's understand what is net etiquette. The word net etiquette has been derived from the combination of two words. Two words are net from internet and etiquette, which means good manners. So when we join these two words, we get the word net etiquette. Netiquette. Okay. Netiquettes can be defined. It is nothing else but a set of rules that tells us the acceptable online behavior of the user, how we should behave when we are online. Okay, so the common net etiquettes that should be followed while communicating online are these. But there are some general net etiquettes, then some etiquettes that you need to know when you are using the social networking sites, and email when you are communicating through email. So let's learn one by one. Let's learn the general etiquette. Always respect others' copyright policy. Okay, you should never copy the work of others without their permission, as it leads to copyright violation and it's an illegal thing. It's a punishable act. Okay, then avoid sarcasm. That means you should not include any kind of insulting comments. You should not make any comments which insults the other person or treat others as you would like to be treated yourself. Okay, so we should not make such comments. Then number 3, respect others' privacy. This means you should not read and share others' information, such as their email ID or phone numbers, photographs, even though they may be your best friends or a very known person, but you should never give their details without their permission. You need to take their permission before sharing such things with others. Number 4 is no spam. Means do not spread rumors. Like these days we get many interesting forwards and all, which we should not forward without seeing to it what it is about. Is it some kind of rumors, or is it a message forwarding it? You need to keep all these things in mind, so that it doesn't, you when you send it to a person, it should not flood his account, his inbox with such unnecessary emails. And it is not good thing to spread rumors, so we should not send spam mails. Okay, now we come to social networking netiquettes. Means what should be the acceptable behavior when we are using sites like websites like social networking websites like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. These are the names of some popular social networking sites where your personal information is visible to all types of personalities. Okay, many people can access when you have accounts like this, accounts in these websites. Hence it is become quite important. So it is very important that you need to be very careful when you are giving your details, disclosing your personal information on these sites. So number 1 is friend request. Always check the user's profile before responding to the friend request. When you get request from others, you need to be very careful whether the person that from whom you have received the request is a right person to be your friend. Is he very trustworthy? Okay, so you never know which person may misuse your personal information to embarrass you. Okay, so this is one thing. The next thing is use privacy feature. When you use these web networking sites, there are some facilities or features available with which you can make sure of your privacy. Okay, so for that you need to use these features by so that your information is not displayed publicly. Then and tune the privacy settings as per your requirement and avoid unacceptable access to the profile status. Okay, now the next point is that you have to keep in mind, do not post pictures of others. So when you are on these sites, you should not post pictures of others without their permission. Okay, then comment wisely. When you make any kind of like or dislike or comment, you talk about their picture or any remarks, give remarks, you need to be very careful with it. You should not be biased or insult the other person. Okay, then report abuse. If anyone threatens you or harasses you, or uh, you are not treated rightly, nicely, or you feel that someone is abusing you, then you should report such a thing to your parents or your elders. Now let's learn about the email net etiquettes. Email etiquettes are, email is considered as the most common way of communication at workplace. Okay, and hence it is very important to know the following guidelines while using the email. So these are some guidelines which you should know. Number one, subject line. When you write the subject line, it makes the reader easy to understand your mail, and you will get a quick response also. If you don't write it, the person may not be interested. Oh, what kind of mail, let me read it later. They may procrastinate, means they may delay it. So when you put the subject, it makes the person to read it, tempts the person to read it, the person receiver to read it and respond. So it's better, you need, and you should also keep in mind that it should be precise, means very simple, short and to the point. Okay, and it should not deviate from the motive behind the email. Use proper salutation. So make sure you address, give courteous greetings and close with your name and signature. Then, for example, like you have to write, dear Mr. So and so, you have to start like that. Then, concise message. Try to be precise and not repetitive. Means don't repeat the topic again and again. Keep it to the point. Okay. The message should be to the point and must not deviate from the topic. Then check spellings and grammar. Make sure your message does not contain any spelling, grammar, or punctuation errors. For this, you can use the spell check feature in the on the computer, right? You can use that also. Overlooking these kind of basic writings, basics of writing leaves a bad impression. It gives a bad impression of you to the recipient of the email. The receiver will not get a good impression about you. Okay, then all caps lock. Never type your message in uppercase, as it indicates yelling and shouting. This is very important, children, that you should never type your message, the complete message, in capital letters. You can use few words in capital where you want to highlight it, but not the whole email in capital letters. That means you are getting angry at the person who is going to, or you are shouting at the person who is going to receive the email. Then autoresponders take temporary care of your emails while you are away from your computer. Means when you are not available on the computer, you can make use of this auto responding features, which responds, you have to set it, it automatically conveys the message on your behalf and saves time of the recipients who could have called you repeatedly in your absence. So once if you set this message of auto response, what happens? The person who is sending you will not send the same mail again and again to you, that you are not responding. They will understand that you are not accessible, and then you can tell them that I'm not available also. It saves everyone's time and energy. Then use of BCC feature. Make use of BCC feature while sending message to multiple users. When you want to send the same mail to many people, you can use another feature called BCC. Like you type the address in the to section, there are two more boxes where you can type the CC and BCC. When you type the address in CC, all people can see that this mail has gone to other people also. But when you type it in the BCC, everybody cannot see to whom you have sent it in the BCC. It is called blind carbon copy. Okay. So you can make use of this service also when you are sending it to multiple users. Take a look before sending a message. The last thing that you have to keep is final. Give a final look. Give a final check. And then read it carefully and then send the message. So these are the email netiquettes. Okay. Now let's quickly recap the whole chapter in this. A network is a group of two or more computer systems linked together to form a global network. Number 2, modem allows a computer to send and receive information through telephone lines by converting digital data into an analog signal used on telephone lines. A telephone line is a medium that is used to connect the computer to an internet service provider or ISP. An internet connection is a service provided by an internet service provider in exchange for a fee, means for charge. Okay. Dial-up connection requires the users to link their phone line to a computer in order to access the internet. A wireless connection makes use of radio frequency to connect to the internet and offers great speed. Then, mobile internet allows a user to access internet over a smartphone using the network provided by the phone service provider. Hotspots are sites that provide wireless internet access over short distances. A video conference is a communication that involves exchanging audio and video at the same time between people sitting at geographically different locations. A chat is a text-based communication between one or more users in which messages are exchanged back and forth in real time through a chat software. Email stands for electronic mail. It provides a facility to attach files for high-speed delivery anywhere in the world. Netiquettes can be defined as sets of rules that govern the acceptable online behavior of the user. So these are the points which we learned in this chapter. Learn this and read this chapter as many number of times for better understanding, and I'm going to share some extra questions that you need to learn for this chapter. Answer the following in questions in one word or in one sentence. Question 1. Who are the founders of Flipkart? Sachin Bansal and Binny Bansal. Then question number 2. Give some examples of ISP. Some examples of ISP are BSNL, Airtel, Reliance, Vodafone, etc. Question 3. Name the first online chat system. Talkomatic. Question number 4. What is a website? A website is a collection of related web pages linked to one another. Number 5. Write the site through which you can reserve and print railway tickets. www.irctc.co.in. Question 6. Which key combination is used to print the slides of a presentation? Control plus P. This is the shortcut key for printing a document or printing a presentation. Which shortcut key combination is used to decrease the font size? Control plus shift plus less than symbol. Okay. Then fill in the blanks. These are some extra fill in the blanks. Formatting provides the dash of the chart, appearance of the chart. Question B, we can insert pictures from the internet called online pictures. Dash gives you an initial foundation to build a presentation quickly and easily. Templates. Hotspots are sites that provide wireless internet access over short distances. Dial-up connection requires the user to link their phone line to a computer in order to access the internet. A wireless connection makes use of radio frequency to connect to the internet and offers great speed. So these are some extra questions for this chapter. Learn it well. Here are, dear children, here are some more extra questions for you. These are not extra questions, these are the questions which I have already sent you, but this one particular question you need to learn it again. This is question number 2. What do you understand by the term netiquette? Because this topic was covered in the last, so I am sending this answer now. What do you understand by the term netiquette? Write any 2 email netiquettes. Netiquette is a combination of 2 words, net which means internet and etiquette which means good manners. So it can be defined as a set of rules that governs the acceptable online behavior of the user. These are the 2. There are the two email etiquettes are: we should be brief, use brief subject line with main idea behind the email. Number 2, we should use BCC feature while sending messages to multiple users. Now, these are question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. 8 questions, which these are some extra questions, and all these full forms, modem, ISP, DSL, USB, WW, all these you have to learn. Fill in the blanks. These 3 questions I have already sent. Fill in the blanks, chat as true or false, multiple choice questions I have already sent. So the question answers, especially the question number 2, which we covered for the last topic that we covered, I covered in the last video. For that I have sent this question answers. Learn it well and write them in your copy. Write and practice, children. That's all for today. Take care.